Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, December 21st, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I align my intention with responsibility. And today we shift into Capricorn. The sun will move into Capricorn at 1:48 p.m. Pacific time. So not till later in the day for a good portion of the world, or even tomorrow for some of you. Although tomorrow is today. So anyway, you know what I'm saying. I am going to announce the winner of our contest at the end of this, but I do want to start off by saying a wholehearted thank you. When I put out that question, it was not my intention to be propped up so much, but all of your answers touched my heart so much. I was looking for like some of my old mantras. I was like, ooh, maybe recycle some of those, but what you gave me was so much better. Thank you everybody who responded, because truly it touched my heart. So wait till the end. We will dig into the winner. I use the Spin app and I'm very excited about this, and I do want to do more of this, so stay tuned because maybe it can become a monthly thing. Not a gigantic reading, but I like to give. Anyway, let's dig into this transformation from Sun in Sagittarius into Capricorn, and this is such an interesting energy. Sagittarius is where we want to take aim, to where we want to go. So hopefully over this last month you had things that inspired you into like, this is how I want to take my next leap. This is what I want to aim for. That's part of Sagittarius, connecting into the possibilities, the divine possibilities unfolding. And then Capricorn, we take those steps, and that is our mantra, right? I align my intention with responsibility. I think that the highest calling of Capricorn is responsibility, to be able to respond in a way that's true to your mission, true to your purpose, true to your destiny, true to your soul self. I think Capricorn is where we come around and have a choice, right? We decide. It's one of the energies of Capricorn, to decide. We decide whether we are going to become soul and purpose-led, or if we will be led by society shoulds. And that's kind of the choice, right? So Capricorn is like, hey, you can achieve this way, or you can achieve this way. And I think there's actually a way you can achieve both, right? Straight through the middle way. But I think that way is truly by soul alignment. And so using the power of intention and the power of responsibility to respond in ways that is so true to that soul calling within you that you are always able to connect into, that is our work for Sun in Capricorn. Now, this is going to be an interesting Capricorn season. In this season, we are going to have Mercury retrograding, so we may find ourselves changing our minds. Mars is finishing up its retrograde process through a good portion of Sun in Capricorn as well, and so that can also bring along some change. And Pluto is also finishing up in Capricorn, and we'll be working, we're at 27 degrees, but we're going to add into 28 and move closer to 29, which will really push these Capricorn lessons. I think the lessons around personal authority, personal control, personal power will be very much up over this next month and onward as Pluto finishes up in Capricorn. But we really want to be aware of it. And again, keep connecting into personal responsibility. That's going to be our theme for Sun in Capricorn. Now, what we need to be aware of is Capricorn can be a great rule follower, wants to do things right. And so many of our rules or laws or what is right are dictated or is dictated by others. And this is where, again, it comes back to the lesson of personal responsibility so that you can listen to your soul and let that help drive you. So Joe has a phrase that he, before recording this, I was like, hey, Joe, what's that thing you always say? And I got, blink, blink. I didn't even get blink, blink. He didn't even respond. He's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. But Joe always says, intention is the mother of all movement. Yes, Joe, right?
Yes, from BP Chan.
Oh, BP Chan. That's from BP Chan. All right, so intention is the mother of movement. Capricorn energy is where we can manifest. So taking our spirit of intention from Sagittarius and bringing it along for our trek through Capricorn in our responsibility quest will support us so much in moving through experiencing authority and experiencing society's demands as we do our best to align with our highest soul selves. So definitely going to be an interesting month ahead. And we start Capricorn in solstice magic, always. Capricorn kicks off winter solstice in the north, summer solstice in the south hemispheres. And there's always a little magic. So keep that in mind as you align with intention and responsibility today. So what we kick off with Sun moving into Capricorn, the first connection is a square. Symbols clash. One day I'll get those sound effects going. A square with Jupiter. You want to do that in the background, Jojo? Can we get some symbols and like I can signal you and you'll be like, psh, psh. Thank you. You tried. I think it would be better with the symbols. Anyway, so we have a square with Jupiter. And Sun and Jupiter, thank you. Oh, it's working. Intention, responsibility. It is happening live right here. Anyway, this square with these two gigantic energies is such an interesting way to kick off Capricorn. Jupiter, just having moved back into Aries, is at 0 degrees. But Jupiter in Aries, what I was highlighting is that I am energy. Aries is where we come in fresh from the all that is. You know, fresh in our soul spirit energy, right? And so Aries is where we can reclaim our truest parts of ourselves. And what we just spoke about with Capricorn energy, Capricorn is where it's like, okay, this is where I need to walk that talk, walk that soul energy. And yet this is where we really can find that we've been hijacked a little bit. And so in this square, we may be experiencing some of those energies around our personal hijacking. And this isn't bad. This is not bad. This is just about noticing this energy, because truly it happens to all of us, because we're like, oh, this is what I should do. We get shouldy with it, right? And so this is an opportunity. Instead of getting jiggy with it, we get shouldy with it. This is an opportunity to start shrugging off those outside responsibilities to take on responsibility. So powerful energy that's going to show us, but we may feel irritated and we may get a lot of shoulds thrown at us in this energy. We also have the moon in Sagittarius helping us keep aligned with those possibilities. Hold strong to that. Like, what are your dreams? What are your desires? Keep aiming for that as we go through this energy, because again, Capricorn is where that pedal to the metal can happen, where we can actually achieve that through responsibility. But moon in Sagittarius is going to be opposing Mars. And oh my gosh, I've been seeing so much aggro energy this week, and I really feel like this is just going to kind of add to it. Keep remembering that, what's a good analogy for this? The image I got was a maze. This Mars retrograde is kind of like a maze, and we keep, okay, that makes sense. Like, I don't understand the analogy yet. We keep, like, going down the path. Oh, there's a dead end. Have to turn down this one. We're still exploring. Part of the energy of Gemini is being curious. So we still have to go down these, like, portals to explore these things so we can learn more through our process. And so just keep that in mind in this opposition. Even if you kind of, like, hit a wall at this time, it's not the worst thing. It's not bad. It's part of your exploration. So keep that in mind. New moon incoming as well. So we're in the dark of the moon, and that's where those feels can overtake us. So our cards for today: possibilities. Keep holding strong in the spirit of possibilities. Keep nurturing those possibilities, your desires, those intentions, and just know doesn't always happen overnight. And then suddenly it does, and you're like, whoa, I wanted that, and it's happening. It happened. Oh my gosh. So here you go. Somebody's gonna have that in just a minute when they pull the winner. Inner voice. Capricorn energy isn't necessarily super strong in listening to the inner voice, and yet that's where we can connect to soul. And so when you start feeling confused by the push and pull of society and the conditioning and all of that, that's when you need to drop into you. And that's where you can go back to Sagittarius and ask yourself, is this true? Is this true for me? Is this aligned for me? And that can help. Our final card is sharing. And I am so happy to be sharing by giving away this reading. And I think more and more as we enter the final edges of Saturn and Aquarius, and Pluto enters Aquarius energy, and we build into the age of Aquarius, learning to share our gifts and our work is where we're being pulled to more and more. And I have to say, this person who won, I used the Spin app, which is wonderful. This person who won shared so much for us when Joe got into his accident, and so I was delighted, although I would have been delighted with anyone, but I was delighted when her name showed up. Pam Bummel, I don't know, Burnell? Burnell? I don't actually know if I'm saying your last name right, because I never actually say your last name. Pam, you have won the year ahead reading, and I know you know how to get a hold of me. So stay tuned, friends, because this has been really fun, and I've enjoyed hearing so many of your answers, even if I wasn't able to respond every day. I've had a lot going on. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for supporting my work. Thank you for your likes, your comments. All of that helps me keep chugging along. So that's it for today. You can book a reading, 2023 year ahead readings, gift certificates, all that available. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.